Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My name is Marcus Wilson. I've always lived a quiet life, tucked away in my family's old house, a relic of brick and creaking timber that always smelled faintly of damp earth and forgotten things. The basement in particular was a subterranean cavern of mysteries, and unfortunately where I kept my great-grandfather's journals, an irreplaceable collection of natural history observations I was compiling for a local archive. They were meant to be moved, but life always got in the way. Last autumn, an unprecedented flash flood hit our valley. The news called it a 100-year event. The river swelled, the storm drains backed up, and before I knew it, my entire street was a churning brown torrent. My first thought, foolish as it was, wasn't for my own safety, but for the journals. I remember the frantic scramble down the basement stairs, the water already up to my shins, frigid and smelling of mud and something else, something metallic and ancient. The last journal was wedged on a shelf just as the water surged, a dark, roaring wall. It knocked me off my feet. The cold was immediate, a suffocating embrace that stole my breath. I flailed, gulping water, my lungs burning. And in that terrifying moment, suspended between the surface and the murky depths, I felt it. Not just the physical pressure of the water, but a vast, silent awareness that wrapped around me, a profound, chilling consciousness. It wasn't malicious, not overtly. It was curious. And it wasn't pulling me down, it was simply absorbing me like I was dissolving into its immense, cold being. Then, blackness. I woke up in a hospital bed, blinking against the sterile lights. Rosie Mancini, my friend from college, was fussing over me, her face a mix of relief and worry. Doctors talked about hypothermia, shock, a miracle. They said I'd been found hours later, trapped against a cellar wall, barely conscious. But even wrapped in warm blankets, even with the IV drip warming my veins, I felt profoundly, unnervingly cold. It wasn't the skin-deep chill of hypothermia. It was a cold that started deep inside my bones, a pervasive dampness that felt like it had permeated my very core. My throat was raw, but my chest felt like a deep well, still sloshing with frigid water. I tried to explain it, but Rosie just squeezed my hand and said, "It's just residual shock, Marcus. You nearly drowned, of course you feel off." But it wasn't just off. It was constant. The internal dampness never left. Sometimes, when I moved too quickly, I'd swear I could feel a subtle internal shift, like a small tide within my ribs. I'd press my hands against my chest, trying to locate the sensation, but it was just there, always. And when I closed my eyes, the darkness wasn't just darkness. It was a vast, silent abyss, stretching endlessly with faint, phosphorescent lights drifting in the distance. I started having vivid, waking hallucinations, not memories of my drowning, but of being in that abyss, unable to move, yet completely aware, feeling the slow, immense currents of something ancient pass through me. It wasn't painful, not at first. Just alien, like I was being reconfigured from the inside out. Rosie started to notice. My skin was perpetually clammy, no matter the temperature. I started wearing sweaters indoors, cranking the heat. "You're always freezing, Marcus," she'd say, touching my cheek. "Are you sure you're okay?" I'd just shrug it off, but I was pulling away. The world outside, its warmth, its noise, its dry air, felt increasingly foreign. The true reality I was beginning to suspect was the cold, wet dark within me. The sounds changed too. The quiet hum of my old house would sometimes give way to a deep, resonant rumble, like distant tectonic plates shifting or the roar of unseen currents. I checked the pipes, the boiler, but nothing was wrong. The sound was inside me. The pressure would build in my ears, my head, like I was descending to incredible depths, and my thoughts weren't always my own. Sometimes a strange, cold impulse would surface, a profound urge to be still, to sink, to simply be in the immense, conscious dark. Tonight, it's different. A hurricane-force rainstorm is lashing against the windows, shaking the old house. Every gust of wind, every sheet of rain resonates with that cold internal sloshing. The pressure in my chest is unbearable, like a massive weight settling on my lungs, pushing the air out. My vision is blurring at the edges, the room swimming in and out of focus, distorted by the incessant drumming of rain and the roaring in my ears. I can feel the current inside me intensifying, pulling, no longer subtly. It's an immense suction, like a cosmic drain trying to pull my very essence into its depths. I feel a terrifying fluidity spreading through my limbs, my bones feeling hollow, my muscles softening. It feels like my body is dissolving, becoming part of the water, preparing to return to the abyss. The cold is absolute now. A penetrating chill that makes my teeth chatter even as my skin feels strangely numb. And I realize with sickening certainty what it means. It wasn't just a near drowning. That flash flood wasn't just water. It was an opening, a moment when something vast and ancient from the abyssal depths reached out. It didn't take my arm like some gruesome bargain. It took something far more fundamental, my solidity, my separation from its liquid awareness. It claimed a part of me, imbued me with its cold, conscious essence, and left me alive as a conduit, a slow absorption chamber. It left me, but it never let go. It's been slowly pulling me back, dissolving the barrier between Marcus Wilson and the deep waters consciousness. And now, with the storm roaring outside, with the immense pressure and the profound, conscious cold filling every fiber of my being, I know it's here. It remembers the taste of me. And this time, there's no surface to break for air. The air in my room is thick, wet, and silent now. I can hear the currents, not outside, inside. I think I'm already gone.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.